Good evening.
Every year we're treated with some of the best of the best. Those films that remind us of why we love going to the theater. They give us such spectacle that we forget about our lives for a few hours and become fully engrossed in their magical worlds. Then there are the other ones. The ones that take all your hopes and dreams and dash them like a father going out for a pack of cigarettes and never returning. They leave you cringing, unable to believe what your eyeballs are even experiencing. And we salute you. Because as fans of bad movies, we got to feast this year. So join us here at JoBlo Horror as we celebrate the worst films of 2022. First off, yes, opinions are subjective and you may not agree with ours. Great, that's totally cool. But as someone who seeks out the worst of the year list to add to whatever schlock I may have missed throughout, it seemed best to highlight some of the best of the worst that the year had to offer. This is all in good fun, and I encourage you to see all of the movies here to inform an opinion of your own. Let's get started. Spoilers, obviously.
This freak show.
Ron, what are you doing? Try anything and you're canceled, bro. Oh, fuck.
Legacy sequels have been all the rage these days, and this Netflix sequel definitely divided fans. While Elsie Fisher continues to be great in anything she does, she doesn't have much support. In fact, I had trouble remembering a single character outside of her when even thinking of this movie. And that's not even getting into this version of Leatherface, which just proved to be Jason Voorhees 2.0.
Please, no, please.
Liar, liar. Pants on fire.
If you've read the book or seen the original movie starring Drew Barrymore, then you're going to be very confused at all the stuff they changed for this one. The biggest sin that the movie makes is just being dreadfully boring. Even Zac Efron looks like he hardly wants to be there. And dear God, how did these fire effects get approved? It almost feels like the first step when developing a movie like this. Can we pull off the fire effects for a budget like this, guys? No? Then move on. Instead, they double down, and the results are hilarious.
Who are you talking to?
Hey,
Elliot.
Teresa Palmer is a great actress. Let's get that out of the way right at the jump. But dear God, is every element just letting her down here. They're trying to do a Rosemary's Baby style paranoia angle, but it's executed about as well as a Michael Bay comedy.
what you doing?
Heading out with my friends.
I'm sorry your dad died because of bone cancer.
It was blood cancer, but yeah, I guess blood's made in the bones.
Mom says that's why you're mad all the time.
Is it even a surprise that this film ended up on this list? I mean, the commercialism of it alone firmly plants it here, but then add to it that it completely lacks any soul, and you've got a dreadfully boring time at the movies. The effects are bad, and the only goal seems to be to try and sell you some stuff from their stores. This one will make you feel icky.
Well, you know what they say. When a man buys you a dress.
What did they say?
Oh, what happened? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It was just a strike.
What the fuck is a strike?
Imagine going into this film and knowing nothing about it, being lured along for its runtime as it seems like it may be developing into an interesting story, only for it to devolve into a hammy CGI mess. To make matters worse, it was cut down to PG-13 for its theatrical release, softening an already very soft movie. So even any of the moments that could have been cool are quickly cut away from. And should I talk about it? Yeah. There's even this like Marvel style cliffhanger where they go and get revenge on the family that was trying to kill her. It's, again, pretty dumb. Because that's what I was thinking when this movie was coming to a close. I want more of them.
All I need is just one good, clean shot, close range. If I can get him in the brain, or better yet, in the gills.
We need him to smile at us.
What are we at for good shark movies? Still just the one? So you can pretty much go into this one expecting the worst. But then you see capable people like Nikki Whalen and get confused. This can't be all that bad, can it? Then country music star Trace Adkins enters the picture and it all becomes clear. A story of a rogue shark that's killing just about everyone that it can has more absurd moments than I even knew what to do with. But my favorite was easily the shark puppet that would appear during kills. These were truly glorious times.
My life! You don't get to take that from me! I gave this to you! I gave you all of this, Alice!
What happens when Olivia Wilde thinks that she's Jordan Peele but doesn't understand that it takes a little more than just anamorphic widescreen and not revealing crucial elements until the third act to do so? You know, usually those elements need to be interesting. Instead, we're treated to Florence Pugh trying her damnedest to make her flimsy role something, and for all that drama that Harry Styles has caused, I expected a much better performance. Then there's the big twist at the end that may just rival the ending of Matthew McConaughey's Serenity, you know, the one where it's revealed that they're all characters in a video game. In fact, the similarities are kind of eerie.
I can't believe that dumb cheerleader stereotype is actually true. Paige, please, let's get them.
I'm not sure who thought the Bring It On series was prime for a horror outing, but that's what we got with Cheer or Die. In it, we get some of the most painfully slow deaths and bitingly painful dialogue. I'd say the most ridiculous moment is at the very beginning, when the cheerleader falls from the top of the pyramid and dies. Yes, you heard that right. She falls a grand total of 10 feet and somehow manages to die instantly. And it's the most important death of the movie. Holy hell. But if you're a fan of high school drama level of scenery chewing, then the third act reveal will give you more laughs than you know what to do with. I could watch this every day for the rest of my life.
I don't think he does.
But we do. I mean, we do, right?
What happens when you combine a pair of actors who look like they can't stand each other with one singular location? Well, you get Abandoned, a film about a woman struggling with the fact that she has a baby. Oh, great, there's a baby involved too? Awesome. No, really, there's some strange supernatural elements that they're essentially just explaining away as her having postpartum depression. Ugh. This maybe could have worked if Emma Roberts had a single maternal bone in her body, but as is, she's just so cold. I imagine that the moment that Cut was yelled, she would just throw the baby at the nearest PA.
I know what it looks like when somebody hates you. When your father fucking hates you. He hates me? He hates me? Oh, shit!
Harry, what did you do?
He fell.
Was there really any question? Sure, there's a very vocal minority, but that doesn't help get the stink off it any less. This decision was made democratically, and it was all agreed that no other film reached the depths of pure shite quite like Halloween Ends. A film that, after spending technically 3 films setting up a finale between Michael and Laurie, we instead get to spend most of the movie with Corey Cunningham, complete with logical fallacies and some of the lamest characters in the entire series. It's hard to find anything positive about this one. Hell, they even completely ruined the Allison character after building her up so well in the first 2. It's like setting fire to a nice painting you've been working on for years. Then, as a trilogy capper, it does the unthinkable and ruins the films that came before it. Because Halloween Ends doesn't just suck. It makes its whole trilogy suck. And that's why it's our worst film of 2022. Let us know what you thought the worst films of 2022 were by leaving your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you tomorrow with our best of the year list.